This is Tina G. Hello. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. Welcome on in. On TikTok. Just moving my camera around a little bit. Just a little bit. Alright, so y'all can see me. See what I'm doing over here. So, got y'all in here on the live. Give me 1 second. Let's see. All right. Got you over here. Let me go over here into my Facebook. Over here. I don't own the rights to the music that's being played in the background. Just give me a minute. Hello, 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 everyone. Just do something here. Already. All right, there you go. I think we live. We live. Let me retry. Get them access to the camera. All right, so we're gonna do this because it look like I got something else going on here. So we're gonna get Facebook ready. We're gonna get Facebook ready. Let me hit go live. Go live. Just waiting for the camera. And then that's what I'm gonna do for TikTok. Dang, what is over here? I think this YouTube. This is YouTube. Why is my camera not working? I don't know. But let's see. Let me see. Let me log out, log back in. Let me do that. Y'all know how it is. Y'all know how it is. It's always something. I'm trying to go live. I'm coming. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right, we on here. 3, 2, 1. We get ready to go live. Hey, everybody. This is Tina G. We going live. We excited. We about to get this tonight topic started. So just stay right where you are. I am coming in. I'm coming in. Let me see. Put my phones on mute. Yep. Go live. Let's see. See, I got 1 person, 2 persons, 3 persons. Let's see. Come on now. We're going to get it in. It's Easter. We're excited. I know people are out hanging with their families, doing what they do. So excited. I'm trying to see. It's connecting. Nope, we got a webcam that we want to just connect to. And we want to go live on that. Not sure what's going on with my webcam, but we're gonna see. We got everything. We don't have that. I guess it's here. And we're gonna go live. We're gonna just do it that way. Oh, that light. Okay, we can turn the light around. All right, I think we are live. Hey, Facebook. We are live. I don't know what's going on, but hey, y'all. We live, we good. So, tonight's topic, a good topic too. We're going to talk about when people walk out of our lives, is it a blessing or is it a loss? You know, we say like people went out of our lives and we be so sad sometimes, but sometimes God removed people out of our lives and we don't know whether it's a blessing or is it really a loss? So anyway, I'm Tina G. I'm your host. Let's get into it. Y'all know I be excited. I be so excited about everything. Anyway, I'm gonna start off with my sponsors. Y'all know I gotta shout my sponsors out. Put my glasses on real quick. I just cut my hair. Diane White, she did cut my hair the other day, and I redid it and just cut it just now. So, give me a minute. I'm working on some stuff. So, anyway, thanks, Diane. She's up there at PG Plaza Shops. Cut hair really, really good. Thank you so much. I redid it, cut it myself. I ain't finished yet because I had to hop on here and do the show. So I'm here and we're gonna get it started. So now, first I want to thank my sponsors, of course, which is Classy Tina G. Can y'all hear me? Let me move my mic up because I need y'all to be able to hear me. So y'all can call in, y'all can y'all can type y'all messages. I can see them, I can hear them. I gotta move up so I can, get this mic going. I got this good system over here. I need to get the mic in. So if y'all want to chime in, definitely type in the chat anything you want to say. I'll read it aloud. If you would like to call in, the call-in number is 301-715-8592. They're going to ask you for your Zoom ID. That is 892-111-1508. And that's it. That's all you need to chop in. If you want to call in, I would like y'all to call in. So, Hey Nene, my niece online. I like her, love her, love her, love her. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's get these sponsors out the way. First sponsor, of course, is Tina, Classic Tina G 360 Photo. Went out today, did a couple photos for some kids, made their Easter a little happy, celebrating with 360. Celebrate Easter with them and did a couple things for them. So happy I was able to do that. Thank you all who DM me. Just went and took some photos and gave them out to y'all, to the families. Also, TG Construction Consulting. Gotta give a good shout out to them. Again, if y'all looking for any business setup, any nonprofit setup, any publishing. I just got my books in. This is my fifth book. It's called The Wider the Smile, The Deeper the Deception. It is an urban book, my first urban book. I just got some in today. I'm running the Easter special. They're $10. I got some in hand. So if you're interested, DM me. They're $10 today for the Easter special. And got a couple books, so gonna shout out always my Bridget Knits. If you want any custom pieces, purses, we got scarves, we got some stuff coming up. Can't tell y'all about. I seen some ties. We got some ties. We got a lot of things going on, so definitely stay tuned. Also want to shout out my girl Sean over there, Hair Therapy, and definitely my girl Fluffy. You always. I'm gonna come back with some more sponsors, but I'm gonna get into these. Into the reason why we here tonight, why we even on this call. If you miss it, come back, type in R for repeat, and just let me know where you chiming in from. So I see Sean and Georgia. They joined in. If y'all could just tell me where y'all from, like what area, what city. Let me know where y'all from. That would be great. And I'm going to just get right into it. Is every person that walk out of your life, is it a loss, or is it a blessing? And when I say that, I know a lot of times we get sad when people do leave out of our lives for whatever reason that may be. Sometimes, it could be a blessing. Because I know y'all heard that saying that you can't take everybody with you wherever you're going. You can't take everybody with you. So, and then sometimes, people are not in your lives for different reasons. It could be misunderstandings. It could be a lot of things. But just want to see what y'all talking about. If y'all can just share some people that, y'all may have had issue with, or maybe not had issue with. And then, they're no longer in your life, and maybe you found out some things that were said that you weren't even aware of. And if they were still around, things could have went the other way. They could have went bad. So y'all know me, I got some examples, always have some examples. So one example that I had was I had a friend who, for some reason, they just stopped taking my calls, and I didn't know why. And I was like, well, what'd I do? Well, what happened? What would I do? That's just us. We want to always say, what did we do? And a lot of times it's not even anything that we did, right? What happened was they, said some things, and they thought I knew about it. I didn't know about it, but they thought I knew about it. And so they just they were avoiding confrontation with me because they thought I knew what they said, but I had no idea, right? And I was like, that's good that they didn't, I didn't see them. That's kind of good. But then as time went by, we had a conversation. I like to have my conversations. That's why I'm doing this Talks with Tina G. I like to talk. I like to talk. So we had a conversation, and I think it was a blessing that they showed me who they were before it got too late. I'm gonna say that they showed me who they were before I started this podcast. Before I started my last business in just say 2015. So it was a blessing that I did not include them in the blessings that God had for me. So that's just one little incident. Y'all know I have more. So I'm gonna look on here and see if anybody typed anything in. If anybody, experienced losing a friend, family member, a spouse, anything, and you took it as a loss, meaning like, oh man, he or she, broke up with me, or they don't want to be around me, or whatever the situation may be, and you were sad about it. But then afterwards, you was like, ah, I'm so glad. After you found out the real reason why they weren't around you, you were like, that's kind of good. Hey, Linda from Maryland, thank you so much for chiming in. If you have something to say, I'm typing in, and typing in the question of tonight is, when people walk out of our lives, however they walk out of our lives, is it a loss or is it a blessing? And I also heard Pastor Mike Jr., he talked about this a couple of weeks ago. He was saying, like, when people walk out your life, why do we chase them? Because sometimes God, we see them. This is what Pastor Mike was talking about, Mike Jr. Awesome. He was saying, we see them leaving, but we don't know that God has his hands just like this, escorting them out. But we want to hold on to certain relationships or certain people, and God is, he picking them up. That's what I'm doing. And all these, he just picking them up, just moving them. He blocking us. He's protecting us, but we can't see that. So, Linda, if you have any experiences like that, you can just type in the chat. You don't have to call no names or anything like that. This podcast, you can have a open conversation. It's not to offend anybody. We are just on here to help each other, with love, relationship, business, and personal empowerment. So this is a part of the personal empowerment, because my goal is to educate, empower, and entertain. So sometimes we might not be here, we might be out at the show, we might be anywhere. So just stay tuned. Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. So chime on in. We welcome all of you all to come on in. Join us on Talks with Tina G podcast. We're here every Sunday at 7 p.m. So we welcome you. We welcome you. We welcome you to share, subscribe, subscribe to all of the platforms. Anywhere you see Talks with Tina G, invite your friends, invite your cousins, tell them this is an awesome podcast. We just got started and we welcome everybody. We welcome you to ask questions. We welcome you to type them in. I can see them and I'll read them out loud. If you want to join into the podcast, let me know. So I see, hey Gwen. Gwen is from Delaware, Maryland. So she said, this is from Gwen. At the time, I took it as a loss at that time, but God meant it for good, for my good. Okay, that's so true. And I want to know why you say that. He saved you from being, from more pain, from more pain. So he saved you. I want you to, I know you laughing at me, Gwen, because I'm trying to read. You know, I can't see, girl. No, I can't see. But okay, so you took what somebody left out of your life. You took it as a loss, and you realized it was a blessing that God saved you from that. So that's good. If you want to share some more, you can share some more. I'm here because I have a question to ask you. Like, when did you realize it was pain? And after you realized it was pain, did you say anything to that person? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. And let's get back to why do we chase the people? Because sometimes when people leave out of our lives, we always say we want closure. I don't know what somebody could type that in. What closure do you want to see? Because the person leaving should be closure, but if that's not enough for you, what closure do you want to see? That's the question. That's the question. What closure is it that you want to see that is missing? So somebody in Facebook, if you want to join in, you definitely can join in. You can invite yourself. I will hop you in on this live. We can talk together. I know it's Easter and everybody is out enjoying their self, but I had to be dedicated and I had to be in here doing this Zoom because I'm going somewhere with this. So I have to be dedicated, whether it's a holiday, whether I'm out of town, whatever it is, I have to do it. I have to stick to it. But I'm gonna shout out another little guy that I met at Iverson Mall. No, I'm sorry. At St. Charles Mall. I met two brothers and they have this business called the Ultimate Shine. And it's a shoe shining thing that they have going on at the it's not a shoe shine, it's a cleaning. They clean your shoes. I'm gonna say that. And they got a little brush, so they did a little demonstration and they cleaned some shoes when I was walking in St. Charles Mall, and they subscribe to my YouTube channel. So if y'all watching, I told you I was gonna shout y'all out. I'll see y'all this week. So hopefully y'all can tell y'all mom and get her to subscribe as well. And I'll come up there with some shirts for y'all to give to y'all mom. So they were nice young men on the side of their product. It say, "Do you believe in John 3:16?" So I had to support them. We're gonna talk about that, supporting Black businesses, because everybody is not nice. You know, when they say, "Oh, support Black business," that's a whole nother topic. We're gonna talk about that. But I just want to shout y'all out because I told y'all I would. So y'all see I kept my word. I'll see y'all back up there this week. So back to the question at hand. Every person that walked out of your life, was it a loss or was it a blessing? What is a blessing? Talk to me. I'm here. Y'all can talk to me. Let's see. I see hearts. I am just inviting people to come in. I know y'all out. Y'all gonna go back and watch this and type in the chat. Let me know if y'all think the people are blessings. I don't want to say a curse. I don't want to say that, but a blessing or a loss. We're gonna stick with that. So I am here. This is so exciting. I know y'all out. I want some food. I want some food. Anyway, let's get back. So Linda said the closure I want to see is that I won't have to be bothered with you anymore. No matter what, you'll leave me at peace. My peace with myself. That is good. That's it. That's closure. Because a lot of times we say, well, we want to know why they this and why they that. And sometimes that hurt is not closure. Because we talked about that last week about do you want to know the truth? Do people really want to know the truth? Sometimes it does hurt that, if you actually talk to the people. But Linda said the closure is you knowing that you don't have to be bothered with them, and that is closure. You'll have a peace of mind. So I do like that. That is closure. Yeah, it's definitely closure. So I see I have like 3 messages here. I'm sorry. Mm, 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 mm. I got 3 messages here. Hopefully my co-host gonna tell me what they say, because these words are small on this little screen here. Anyway, I wrote down some stuff to say, and I know, like I said, everybody is eating at Easter dinner. They hanging out with their friends and family, which is great. And I'm gonna do the same thing once I get off here. I just had to hop on. I ain't gonna take up too much of y'all time. So every person that you lose isn't a loss. And then I'm asking y'all to tell me, do y'all believe that it's a loss or a blessing? And if you say yes, tell me why. And then the next question is, do you mind cutting people off? Like, give you another, I got a scenario. Ah, boy. You've been around this person and things just going left, all the way left, all the way left. And you like, I can't deal with it. And so you make the decision to not be around them. You make that decision, right? Do you have um, a reason why you do that, and do you explain that to that person? So it's the same way. So you cutting that person off, to them it may be a blessing or a curse. So we gotta look at it 2 ways. I just like playing devil's advocate. It's so fun. It's so fun. All right, so let's see. I got some more comments here. If y'all want to call in, let me give y'all the call-in number once again. It's 301-715-8592. They're going to ask you for an ID code. That ID is 892-111-1508. And then you will be logged into the call. So, this is a good one. So Gwen typed in the chat that she realized God kept her from the pain when I seen years later that the person is still doing the same thing to others. That is deep. That is deep. Doing this, they ain't changed. He or she ain't changed. They just go around doing the same stuff. Then Gwen said, I didn't feel the need to confront the person because I had that peace of mind that I was not the problem. I pray for them now. Isn't that something? That's a topic in itself. They not in your life and you praying for them. That's the topic. So that's good. Let's go back to what Linda was saying about just having peace of mind, and that is so important nowadays. We didn't know what that was, and we definitely going to talk on some mental health coming down the line. We definitely going to talk about that. So stay tuned. Whatever platform you're watching me on, definitely stay tuned, because we're going to talk about a whole lot of stuff. And it's no topic is off limits. No topic is off limits. So Linda said most of the time it's a hardship for me if they stay around, trying to make them look good. I think that's what she's saying. I get it. Wait a minute. This Miss Green, come on, Miss Green. Hey, girl. Anyway, it said forgiveness isn't for the other person, it's for you. Now she done put the Bible on here. That's Bible right there. Forgiveness isn't for the other person, it's for you. That is so true. And I realized, I don't know about y'all can type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. Forgiveness is for you and not the other person, right? After you forgive that person, are you still holding on to something? Whatever it may be. I don't know. Because you can forgive people, but you're still angry. You still may have feelings in your heart. So when you forgive, you have to fully forgive that person and you have to be able to move on. Is that hard for some people? Because I know it can be hard for some people. So let me know. No. Miss Green said no. You know what? Come on, give me the rest of the sentence. Know what? And Gwen, I see your comment, and you said I'm coming back and wait for Miss Stephanie to put in her comment. So Miss Gwen said, since I've become healthier in viewing myself, I have been okay with people walking away. That is good, cause you know what, now it's so funny. Now when people walk away, you be like, oh, thank you, God. Because you dodged something. You don't know what it is. We don't know what it is, but like you said, eventually you found out that person was still doing the same thing and you didn't realize it, but at the time, we consider it a loss. But then when we look and be like, oh, thank you, God. It was a blessing. A blessing that we had no idea we were in, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have no idea that it was a blessing because we were sad. We were sad. I don't know why we were sad, but we was a little sad. I will admit, we be sad. Don't know why, but I guess we human, so we be sad. And then we find out, it was definitely a blessing. So that was good. So okay, Miss Stephanie, let me see what we got here. You forgive and move forward. That is the truth. And it's mature growth. That is true. I agree with that. Do y'all agree with that? You forgive that person. And I'm leading to something, so give me 1 second. I gotta hook up one more thing. All right. I'm leading towards something. That's why I'm asking all these questions. You do forgive and you move on. That's what we're supposed to do. That's Bible. She came here and put the Bible. That's mature growth. That is definitely growth. So thank you for that. Thank you for that, Miss Stephanie. Anything else you want to chime in, just jump right in there and put your stuff in the group chat. If you decide you want to call, we can take calls. 301-715-8592. It's going to ask you for a code. You put the code, which is 892-111-1508. It'll bring you right in and we can talk. And everybody can hear you. Right now, we're doing the chats, which I love. I thank you all. If you're chiming in on these, I got like 4 platforms open. We on TikTok Live, we on YouTube Live, we on Facebook Live, and we are on Zoom. So, however you want to get in, it's Talks with Tina G podcast on all the platforms. Facebook is just Tina G. Zoom sent that out. But yeah, if y'all have any comments, definitely chime in. And this mature growth thing got me stuck here. And then Gwen and Linda got me stuck because they talking about it's a peace of mind. It's for their peace of mind. And Miss Stephanie says you forgive them and you move on. Anybody got anything else to say before I chime in on those 3 comments? That was good. That was really good. It is maturity. It definitely is maturity when you can accept it. And this the part I don't like. After the people that walked out your life and you forgave them and they still talking about it. Or they are still harboring, bad feelings when they're the ones who wrong. And there's nothing we can do about how other people, treat us, as far as talking, because we can't control what they say, but like Miss Stephanie said, it is maturity, and then we just have to move on and deal with it, because it always come back around. Like Gwen said, now she see people still doing the same thing. So, mm, mm. That is deep. That is deep, 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 deep. I love it. 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 So, anybody else? Let me see. Let me make sure I'm not missing no comments over here on Facebook. Cause I love this. I just love, 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 love doing this. This is so much fun. Let's see. Let's see. All right. I'm just making sure I don't miss no comments on here. And I know everybody is out eating. Oh, oh, I believe that. So Gwen chimed in and said that's their guilt eating at them, because they the ones can't get over what they did, and they are expecting you to go further. But when you forgive people and move on, and it's over with in your mind, and they're still talking about it, yeah, that's their. I agree with that. Who don't agree with that? That it's their guilt eating at them. That's what Gwen said. When they still around here talking, just running their mouth. So this is leading me up until the next question. When the people who do things to us and walk out of our lives for whatever reason, or maybe slander our name, whatever, just not in our lives no more. Why do we want to hold on to them if they causing us harm? That was deep right there. Why do we want to hold on to them? I just want to talk to them. Why? Why do we want to do that? Because it's causing us harm. So, or they have caused us harm. Let's put it that way. They have caused us harm, and it's sometimes with words. It's just words. But they can damage they can damage your image. They can damage a lot of things. Just people talking with words. And then the reason why I asked that is, why do we want to hold on to those people that's causing us harm? This is about to be deep. Y'all hold on. Whatever y'all got, y'all potato salad or string beans, hold on to them. So my question is, the reason why we want to hold on to these people that hurt us, is that coming from a place of feeling abandoned and not wanting to be alone? Well, any relationship, it can be a place of abandonment because somebody no longer wants to be around you, or um, no longer wants to be in a relationship, but we just want to hold on to that person. And this could be family, friends, co-workers, it could be anything, but we just need that. We just want that person. And is it that person, or is it anybody that does that because we feel abandoned? That's deep. Now I'm about to shut the thing down now. This is deep. I'm about to shut it down now. So I want somebody to answer that. Chime in, chime in. Y'all can just type in a message on any platform that y'all on. You can type the message in. I can see it. I can read it out. If you would like to call in, the number is 301-715-8592. So let me go back up and read some comments. So Gwen said, in her case, it was not loving me enough. And I'm gonna talk about that. Not loving yourself enough. What? Okay. My question is, has that changed? Do you love yourself now? All right. So do you love yourself now? Type in the chat. I want to know. And that's a good reason. That's definitely a good reason, because when you don't love yourself, you will allow people to do anything to you. You allow people to say anything to you and treat you any kind of way. But when you love yourself and know who you are, you're not going. You create your own boundaries. This psychology 101. You create your own boundaries. So you can be around people that love you. You don't have to be around people that don't love you or don't like you. You can control that. You can control who you're around every time. It's no like, oh no, you are in control of your own life. You are. Nobody else is. Um, so that's just one comment. Um, let's see. Miss Stephanie said verbal abuse is worse than physical abuse. If that's the case, maybe therapy is needed. And that's true. That's definitely true. I'm sorry, y'all. I just see a cord. We doing all this stuff. My moderator is out, so I gotta do a lot of this stuff right now. So give me 1 second. Let me hop over here. And then Gwen said, yeah, she's still growing. Well, that's good. And I'm going to help you grow. That's what friends are for. That's what friends are for. I'm going to help you grow and get there. We can do it together. Hold up. All right. Whew, I'm back. I had to go plug up something. Anyway, so that's good. So, yeah, verbal abuse is the worst. I can attest. Verbal abuse, people saying things, that is the worst. More than somebody physically, because that sticks with you and that makes you feel a certain way, like you are not worthy or you don't deserve everything that good that's happening for you. So yeah, verbal abuse is the worst. Okay, so we have Linda said abandonment and low self-esteem, low self-worth, we're gonna say, can cause us to want to hold on to unhealthy relationships. Girl, you about to make me cry. That is the truth. And that's why I said, do you feel abandoned? Like, what is the reason? And definitely low self-esteem, not loving yourself, like Gwen had put in the chat, and and just the verbal abuse that people how people treat us sometimes can cause us to have low self-esteem, because if you're told something all the time, you may start believing that. I can give you anyway. I'm gonna give y'all a little, because I got stories. So growing up where I grew up at, um, in the real hood, I know I wasn't supposed to make it, right? Because it was told to me every day, like this, that. Like it's just the neighborhood, right? If you was like, say you were from DC, and then if you was from that area, they was like, like it was just like it was just like a stigma on that specific area. And you can believe that if you want, but when you hear things a lot, you start to believe it. So if anybody is in an unhealthy relationship or situation, definitely seek some help, get some advice so you can get out of it. Because yeah, it's not good, and you might start believing what people are saying, and it's not true. So, and we're gonna grow together. This whole podcast is about empowering, educating, and entertaining. I'm gonna say it again. And we're gonna empower each other, women, men. We want to empower each other, so we can empower other people and educate them on things they need. So these topics are really healthy topics, and I do appreciate everybody for chiming in, because people are eating now, but they're gonna go back and look at it, and you'd be surprised. I've been doing the Zooms for years, but to make it an actual podcast, it's every time This is my fifth actual podcast. And every time that I have done a show, my phone rings afterwards the next day for days, like with people asking me questions. So anybody know I have a organization for domestic violence, and a lot of stuff that I do is not broadcasted because that's not what my organization is modeled as. But my phone rings all the time, day and day, not and day and night, and I answer the phone. So um good topic, good topic. Oh, some good stuff. Thank you all for y'all comments. I appreciate y'all. I don't take it lightly. So this what I'm gonna do real quick because I see what time is it? What time is it? I don't mean to keep saying but I'm just trying to make sure I'm careful with y'all time. I know it's Easter. I see Miss Stephanie have a question. Does abandonment create low self-esteem? Who want to take that before I take it? Does abandonment create low self-esteem? I can answer that, but I want to see if somebody else want to answer it for me. That's a good one, Miss Stephanie. What you think? Do you think abandonment create low self-esteem? I'm gonna say yes, and I'll give you a scenario. Yeah, that was a great question. That was a great question. She good. She good. She got a great question. So we need to answer it. We need to answer it. Does abandonment create low self-esteem? It did for Gwen. It did for me. I can say that. It did for me. When you feel abandoned, all you know is that that person, I'll give you an example. When you feel abandoned, you hold on to friendships that you know are bad for you. I'll give you an example. You will hold on to everything is going to be relationship, and relationships is man and woman, your two best friends, girl, whatever. But I'm just giving you an example. Being abandoned, feeling abandoned as a child. This just as an example. Feeling abandoned as a child, right? And feeling like you had nobody else in your corner. Just say from your father this is just an example. From your father. So you with a man now. I'm gonna say you're in a relationship. You know the man cheat on you. You still stay with him because you feel like you can change him so he won't leave you. Because in the back of your mind, you're relating that relationship to your father who left. So you associating him leaving you for your dad leaving you. So the association comes from your dad leaving you and you feeling like this is the person that you're supposed to love, right? The first man that you're supposed to love. So that man doesn't love you. Now you're in a relationship, and now this man doesn't love you. Immediately you're gonna be like, "Dad, what am I doing wrong?" That's just the mentality, because the person that's supposed to love you the most, which is your father, you feel like they don't love you, so you're gonna get with the man, and you're gonna feel like you have to keep him so he can love you because that your father didn't love you. So you're associating those two. But when you get therapy, you'll know it's a difference. But that's just an example of abandonment, that you're associating two men who don't want you. So now you're in another relationship, right? And things don't go well. Guess what you're gonna do? You're gonna try to hold on to that relationship too, because now you have two men who don't want to be around you, and you have nothing to do with that. This man want to cheat. Your father just don't want to be around right now. You know what I'm saying? At that time, right? Or he like Gwen. We got one to say your father say they wish you were never born. There are some dads that were not good dads, and you associate your relationships with males that, oh, I'm going to keep him, I'm going to make him love me, and we can't. So that's where the abandonment and your low self-esteem comes into play, because if you can't get your father to love you, how can you keep a man you know what I'm saying? It's a mind thing. It's just a mind thing. It's just an example of an association. Now I'm gonna go with girlfriends. I'm gonna go with the girlfriends. Let's go with the girlfriends, ladies. Let's go with the girlfriends. We know that they talk about us. We know it. But we still want to hold on to them. No, that's my friend, that's my sis, that's my dad, that's this, that. And we know that they have you around to benefit off you. Whether it's they need you for they might need you to just hang out with them. You might be the money girl. You might have the money. So every time we go on a trip, you can pay in advance, and then we're gonna pay you back. And we know they don't mean us no good, but we just want to hold on to that friend, right? And we know they ain't no good. But guess what? Our mamas wasn't in our lives. And some people didn't have their moms in their lives for different reasons. But we just want to hold on to this toxic relationship with this so-called best friend or this sis, and we know that we're only good to them for what they can get from us. So definitely your self-esteem is low. If you know the people are not good for you, you still want to be around them. That's just an example. So Miss Stephanie asked a great question for everybody who's listening and tuning in. She asked the question, does abandonment create low self-esteem? So for y'all who are going to look at it on repeat, type R and answer that question, because I'm going to go back and we'll talk about it on next week. That was a great question. So I just gave an example. That's just two examples. I'm just trying to do my therapy thing with that. So I'm going to read Gwen's answer. And Gwen said that it did for her. It created low self-esteem for her. And we honest. We honest. We ain't no shade. So when your own father tells you he wishes you were never born and so on, you feel like you're worthless, and it sticks with you into dating and marriage aids and creates unnecessary pain. And then she said, you pick the men that make you feel worthless too. Now that's deep. That's deep. Because now you pick the men. Because we all have, oh man, Lord have mercy. We all have a choice. We have a choice. You can talk to a guy and you know whether they worth your time or not. You know. You can meet a guy and you be like, oh, this man ain't got nothing going on. But that's who you want. You know why? Because he might be the one that show you some attention, good or bad. He might be the one that's going to talk good to you, right? And you know he ain't worth 2 cents. You know it, but because you feel like the men in your life didn't want you, so you feel like he's showing me some attention, and this is all I can get. This is all I can get. It's somebody who's gonna, cheat, dog me out, whatever. This is all I can get. Because that's how you, that's your worth. That's your self-worth. You feel like that's all you can get. The man ain't say you feel that way. So when you, like Gwen said, start to love yourself, her and Linda, when you start to love yourself, you don't put up for a lot of, you don't even entertain things. Let's say that. You don't even entertain certain things because you already know what it is. So you don't even entertain it. Gwen said, yep. So this was good. This was good. Come on, Miss Stephanie, keep them coming. Anyway, save some for next week. But this was very, very good. This was a very good topic. Like I said, I know y'all gonna go back and watch it. Leave your comments in there. I wanted to do one more thing, two more things. I know I'm gonna do this next week. I'm gonna read Gwen, my friend Gwen, author. She's amazing. She has I got two of her books with me now. Say Through Your Adversity, Stand Strong. And I used to read her poems on my other Zooms. And this is From Broken to Bless. And her name is Gwen Swan. I'm going to see if I can read. I had a poem that I wanted to read just for this topic. Inebriated. She write poems really, really well. She decorated my wall in the back. I tell y'all all the time, let me lift it up. She come to your house, she'll draw it on your wall, everything. Very, very good. I hope my head is showing. So let me read a little bit of this poem that she have in her book. Intoxication, a state of mind, dazed and confused, caused by your wine. That's it. That's it. That's when you just drop the book. But anyway, that is it. That is deep, but it's a lot in here. Yeah, this is deep. That's all I'm gonna give y'all for now. Y'all have to stay tuned. We may be somewhere doing painting and book signings and reading excerpts out of a book. So let's see. Let's see. All right, let's see what Miss Stephanie got, because I love her questions. Okay, so when you experience it firsthand, why do you speak over yourself that you are better than that? You are worth much more. Okay, so she's saying when you experienced it firsthand, why don't you speak over yourself and say you are worth much more? I'm gonna take this one. You don't say it because you don't know it at that time. You only realize it after you're out of that situation. When you're in it, you don't realize it. Why you don't realize it? Because a lot of times people manipulate us. They manipulate people and they keep you right where you at. They make you feel like you can't do better than them. So at the time, you don't feel like you can do better. But as time grow, you learn, and then you realize you can do better. But when you're in that moment, you don't see it. It's like if you, I always tell them, I always talk about my friend Tanya. I was going through something and she told me I didn't love myself. I never knew what that meant until years later. But when she told me, I was like, yes, I do. I didn't know what that meant at the time. So if you have a friend or a family member that see you going through something and actually tell you that, that's what they mean. So you don't realize that you are worth more than that at the time. You really don't. And I know everybody has not experienced it, but you if you ever experienced it and went through it, you know what I'm talking about. If you have not experienced it, talk to one of your friends. Because I know statistics say 3 out of 5 and this out of 5. I'm going to say 10 out of 10. I'm gonna say, yeah. I'm gonna say 10 out of 10. Because most of the times we don't know that we have dealt with anything that has made us feel less about self, I'm gonna say unworthy. We may say, "Oh, girl, he just pushed me." Well, he pushed you, or she just cussed me out, and it was okay, and it's not. And people treat you that way because they feel like they can. But when you love yourself and know who you are, if you can't change that person, you change your environment. Come on now. That's a bar, as they say. If you can't change that person, you change your environment. You don't be around those people. Oh, that's a bar. I'm gonna write that down. It's like, I'm joking. All right. But yeah, so you just have to change your environment. Yeah, you can't change people, so you change your environment. This was really, really good. Thank you all so much for the this chiming in. This is good. So I'm going to hop off this call and let y'all finish eating so I can go get me some food. This is Gwen. Gwen said, agree. I found that those people love themselves less than you do. So making you feel bad about yourself makes them feel better about themselves. And that is so true. And if you ever, and this for anybody that has been in um relationships, I'm just saying, like friend relationships, um sister relationships, any kind of relationships, if you actually sit down and talk to those people, they are broken. They really are. So it's not, a lot of times it's not even about you, it's about them. So Gwen, that was great. Another therapy session that we're gonna have. Girl, I love it. I love it. Psychology 101. I think I got a little something upstairs. But yeah, Psychology 101. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep, and that's the truth. They are broken, and hurt people do hurt people, Miss Stephanie. But I want to change that. I want to change that. Yes, we've been hurt, but that don't mean we have to go hurt people. I really want to change that. I want to be the one to change it because I've been hurt, and I don't want to hurt people. I don't want nobody to go through none of the pain that I went through. I don't know. And like we said, we do talk to people and they are broken. They are broken. But I really want to change that. Like, why do hurt people when they know what it feel like? Come on now. That's another bar. I gotta stop this. This is getting crazy. This is getting crazy. Why do hurt people when they know what I can't even keep going. I can't do it. I can't keep giving out free bars now. But this was good. This was very good. So time is winding down. I do thank you all. Gwen don't want to hurt people either. I definitely don't want to hurt people. I'm gonna leave y'all with this. My urban book. It is available on Amazon. It is called what is it called? The Wider the Smile. I'm trying to put it in the light. The wider the smile, the deeper the deception. I'm trying to get it into the light. I got lights everywhere. Anyway, the wider the smile, the deeper the deception. Last week I read a little excerpt out the book. And it's on Amazon. I'm running a Easter special. It's $10 today. If you want to get a book, just inbox me, and I will get you a book. We can meet up, or I can mail it to you, however you want to do it. And I have t-shirts. I'm on sale. They're $15. Get you a t-shirt. You can inbox me or put it in the chat. I'll get you a t-shirt. I delivered some t-shirts last week. I do appreciate your support. They $15. It's a nice t-shirt, good quality. You don't have to cut the neck like I do. If you have a shirt that you want to put my logo on, have to be this big. I have some small logos. I can put it on your clothing item, and you can support me that way as well. Definitely appreciate everyone. I definitely do. I'm going to wrap things up and just thank you all so much for spending an hour on Easter with me. I don't take it lightly. I do appreciate you all. And again, don't forget your book. It's an urban book. It's so good. Oh my goodness. I be reading it like, ooh, 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 ooh. It's so good. It's so good. We're gonna talk about this book one day. Everything I talk about is leading up to something. So this topic was really good. So we're gonna everything I talk about is always leading up to us loving ourselves more, empowering each other. So everything that I talk about, that's what it's for. Is gearing us to love ourselves more. But it's more. Stay tuned, stay tuned, stay tuned. Again, I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. I do appreciate y'all for taking the time, just joining me. Comments, I love them, I love them, I love them. Thank you so much. Oh, Miss Stephanie said therapy is needed in the Black community. It definitely is. And we're going to talk about that. So, thank you, Linda. Very good conversation. And I will see you all next Sunday, 7 p.m. Bye.